how about our friends over on the YouTube? Let's see here. I think we've got live on YouTube too. Hello everybody, happy Friday. All right, I got some housekeeping and updates for you, some sneak peeks, got a great project. This is Follow Me Through Fall, day 3. And I'm really excited. We'll do a quick recap and a sneak peek of day 4. So we got a lot to cover today, you guys. It's crazy. Say hello when you get in here. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm glad Friday's here. All right, let's give you guys a minute. Ah, look, Mary Jo's here. Hey, happy Friday. All right, make sure that as you're coming in, if you can see everything and hear everything, give me a thumbs up, get those reactions going. Those are good for the algorithm. And let's see. I think we're starting to see some friends here over on the YouTube. Hello, everybody. Hey, Deirdre. And Christina's here. Hey, Jan. Hey, Jan across the table and Jan on YouTube. All right, so as you guys are getting in here, I want to start with some housekeeping. Hey, Tony. Tony says hello and shared on Facebook. Thank you, my friend. Makes a world of difference if you share, like, share, do the things. How's it going on the YouTubes? Can you guys hear me now? Nadine says, so good to be watching. Marissa, create and enjoy a fun Friday, right? I am ready for Friday. Lisa says, hello, everyone. Nancy's here, says, good afternoon to all. Hey, Tony. Tony says, hello, and shared on YouTube, too. Thank you, Tony. You are a superstar. All right, I'm seeing an excellent connection on the YouTube now. Facebook looks all right, too. You guys seeing what I'm seeing? Everything all right? Give those little thumbs up and things. All right, so the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is our holiday catalog paper sampler. Paper is here. Jan and Joyce are here also. We're getting sketches laminated, paper checked in. We will turn it around, cut it, pack it, and get it out as soon as humanly possible. We've got a lot going on this fall. We're in the Follow Me Through Fall series, and this one's doubling as Follow Me Through Fall and the bonus content for our Card Club for Cool People. So if you guys don't know about Card Club for Cool People, it's our monthly card class. It's a subscription. So you sign up, it gets delivered to your door every month, or if you want online only, it gets delivered right to your mailbox every month. There's bonus content behind the PDF that gets delivered to your mailbox every month. You can pop that into your account on Kitchen Table Stamper, and then you can access videos and all the extended content. So your choice, either online or online with a packet. And this was our August card club. Let me show you these really quick. This is our Spooky Halloween, and our card club makes 2 of each card, and they're all based on sketches right now. One of the sketches is completely exclusive to Card Club, and then the other sketches are usually previews, like a pre-release of our shortcut card sketches. So you'll see some of the sketches in Card Club before you ever see them if you follow us any other way. All right, so this kit makes these 6 cards. It includes 3 sketches, and it's not too late to get this one in PDF. The link for this card class, the Spooky Halloween card class, if you want the online content, is right in the description below. So you guys can still get this card class. It's instant access. Buy it today, access it right away, immediately in your inbox. The whole online classroom, PDF, videos, everything, and it's still available. So this is our bonus content for our card club and day 4 in Follow Me Through Fall. So we got a cute little treat box here, and it opens this way. And then inside, we got a cute little treat bag. This one was made just for me. Pumpkin erasers. I have a thing for erasers. Had a huge, huge eraser collection when I was a little kid. I love erasers. And then a dark chocolate peanut butter cup. And I've got links in the description for those below. Let me show you my erasers. If this doesn't make you happy, then I don't know what's wrong with you, okay? Sorry. These are my little pumpkin erasers. Got them on Amazon. I used to have boxes of all different erasers. Now I have one big bag of pumpkin erasers. I can't tell you which makes me happier. I don't know. All right, so I got these on Amazon. Really cute little classroom favor. Great for decorating a table or putting at everybody's place. Good for kids, good for adults. A little pumpkin in your pocket make anybody smile, right? So I put 2 of those little guys and a dark chocolate peanut butter cup and the little treat bag. I can't wait to show you the little treat bag and where that one came from. All right, so that's our project for today. And I'm going to do a little bit more housekeeping before we get started with crafting. And this housekeeping is going to include a lot of sneak peeks. So everybody get excited for housekeeping time because it's good stuff I got to show you. Let's see. How's everybody doing? Are we finding everybody? You guys are talking to each other. That's awesome. Hey, Lisa. It says thumbs up and we hear you loud and clear. Awesome. And let's see. Teresa says, good morning, everyone. Hey, Teresa, I'm glad you're here. Hey, Margot, I'm glad you're here. Nadine's here. Yeah, I think I got everybody on the YouTubes. How about the Facebooks? We got some comments going over there? Yes, we do. Hey, Jen. Happy Friday to you too. Jen says so cute. Well, thank you very much. All right, so if you're interested in grabbing the card class, you can do that. Links in the description for the online classroom. And this matching treat box will be on the blog today as part of our Follow Me Through Fall series. All right, so I think that's a good segue to our next little bit of housekeeping. If you're not familiar with what's going on, we're in the middle, or not middle, the first quarter of the Follow Me Through Fall series. It's like our 12 days of fall. Jan and I debated. She came up with don't sweat the fall stuff. It's going to cover all the subject matters of fall. So we started out the series last week with our back to school project. So here is last Friday's project. You can catch the video of this and grab the project sheet off the blog, but this little flip-flap treat box or flip-flap treat box was project number 1 and this year's Follow Me Through Fall. So you can go check that out. We've got a link in the description below. Don't go check it out now because you guys want to see this one, I promise you. Then project number 2 went out to email subscribers only. Now, here's the thing about our Follow Me Through Fall. It's like our 12 days of Christmas last year. Do you guys remember our 12 days of Christmas last year? 6 projects will go to the blog and the project sheet will be available there. We'll do a live video. And 6 projects will be for email subscribers only. All right, now here's the thing. This year we've set up a little upgrade in our email delivery so you can join at any time and not miss out on any emails. So we're going to try that out for the fall. Nothing you have to do for it, just join for the email and we will catch you up on any email projects that you've missed because our first email exclusive went out on Tuesday. We are going to send another one out next Tuesday. They go out at 7 p.m. So get into our email list. You won't regret it. And then you'll be all ready in there for this year's 12 days of Christmas. All right. So let me show you project number 2 and Follow Me Through Fall. Was this fun little treat box, you guys. If you missed this one, you still have a chance to get it. During the Follow Me Through Fall series, we have an autoresponder series set up. So you will get the projects that you missed. As soon as Follow Me Through Fall is over, those 6 email projects are gone. There's no way to get them unless you want to purchase a PDF later on. But you can still get this one if you join our email list today. So kitchentablestamper.com/email and then just fill out the form. And inside this awesome little treat box, it opens like a deck of cards, right? And inside you're going to find some awesome leather bookmarks. These are the kind of corner bookmarks and a sweet notepad. It's for book lovers, because fall's a great time to cozy up with a book, right? We're back to school. And here's the fun part about this one. It's an easel cover, so you can lift up, tuck it, and display. Really, really fun treat for book lovers, for the kids in your life that are back to school now. Maybe a kid that went away to college, you can send a paper hug. Consider this a paper hug. And just a sweet little gift for the book lovers in your life. All right, so that was Follow Me Through Fall, day number 2. Day number 3 is our project today. Here we go. We're going to make our spooky Halloween treat box. This guy is bonus content for Card Club members, so don't forget to grab this project sheet off the blog later and add it to your Card Club. And then how about a sneak peek of day number 4? So day number 4 is going to go exclusively to our email subscribers. Or if you are kitchenettes, this was our mystery stamping project. So kitchenettes got to see it first, right? But our email subscribers on Tuesday will get a double hit of tutorial. It's a matching card and treat box, fun lidded treat box with awesome Halloween wind-up toys in it, you guys. Anybody else feel nostalgic about these little guys where you crank them and then they walk? I found these guys on the Amazon, and it fits 2 of these little wind-up toys in there. And I love the no tricks, all treats sentiment with Halloween creepers, with Halloween wind-up toys, right? Is that a treat or is that a trick? I don't know. Anyway, this tutorial, a double dose of tutorial, will go out to our email subscribers on Tuesday. All right, so you don't want to miss that project sheet, that tutorial going out to email subscribers only. All right, so that is the housekeeping. We've talked about paper share. We're checking in paper today, laminating sketches, all kinds of good stuff is going on behind the scenes. We talked about Follow Me Through Fall. What are you waiting for? Get on that email list and don't miss out on any of the fun fall projects I have in store for you. Now, are you ready for a couple of sneak peeks? I hope you are. Donna's here. Donna says, love this. Pam says these projects are amazing. Thank you, Pam. That's really fun for me. Thank you guys for being here. You make it all worthwhile, and you are the reason why I get to do what I love. So I'll keep shining if you guys keep supporting, keep showing up. Let's see here. Jen says she agrees with Pam. The projects are awesome. I'm having a good time with it. Hello, Sharon. Sharon says, hello all, and Joy's here. Hey, Joy, happy Friday, my friends. Okay, let's take a peek over on the YouTube, and then I'm gonna show you some sneak peeks, all right? Hey, Jessica, I'm glad you're here. Jessica says, hi, everyone. Gian's here. Hey, Gian, let's see. I just posted my fall project made this morning. Awesome, is it in the craft social, Tony? We'll have to go look and see. Colleen says, hello from Vegas. Hello, Colleen. Kathy's here. Whoop, whoop. Hey, Kathy. If you guys don't know, Kathy and I do mystery stamping together for the team. We do it to support our teams and then our uplines team, a bigger team at large. So we have a lot of fun, great people. Once a month, we do mystery stamping. And so team members got to see Follow Me Through Fall project day number 4 first. They also, the kitchenettes have gotten a tutorial on how to write project sheets, like I write project sheets. So if they want to, as members of my team, be able to create PDFs like I do, they got a great tutorial that we made while we were doing day 4's project sheet. So really cool. I'm going to share that to my uplines team at large too. So it really is kind of beneficial. Being a kitchenette, you do get things first and you get more content behind the scenes. So just keep that in mind if you've ever thought about joining. We just had all that great product release for the crafting season. Holiday catalog is here. Online exclusives are great. You can pack up a starter kit, $125 of those brand new products for just $99. No shipping, free shipping on starter kits all the time. So come and join us. Come join Kathy and I for mystery stamping on October 7th, right? Is that our first Monday of the month? It's always the first Monday of the month. And so I think that's October 7th. I don't know, my calendar won't load, of course, but you know, dates aren't going to be my strong suit right now, but I'm going to grab a calendar and give you guys some sneak peeks, all right? Let's see here. Who's trouble what? I saw something. Having trouble finding those exact crayon Post-its. Yes, they are out of stock. Amazon does not have them. But if you look at the blog post and if you look at last week's video replay, I found some that are a little bit smaller and pretty cute. Not exact, but they're a little bit smaller so they'll fit the project exactly how it's designed. I'll keep an eye out. If I see them come back in stock, I'll yell about it on a live so that you guys can go get them. Aren't they cute? That's the thing with Amazon. Sometimes it's comes and goes and comes back again. Florida says, "Oh, housekeeping, right? It's not sweeping the kitchen floor. I promise. I haven't done that in a couple days." Let's see here. Fran says, "I was enjoying my lunch while watching some YouTube shorts, and I remembered you're live." Well, we'll have lunch with you, Fran. I'm glad you're here. Sue says, "The super cute projects." I'm glad you're liking the Follow Me Through Fall projects, Sue. Let's see here. Francis, I wish I could be on your team. As long as you're in the U.S., you can. October 6th is next mystery stamping. So yeah, first Monday of the month, October 6th is our next mystery stamping. All right, so speaking of stuff and other things, one more. I've got the 12 days of Christmas coming up after this. In between 12 days of Christmas will be our paper sampler, you guys. We have a paper sampler and sketch series. And if you missed last year's 12 days of Christmas, you can purchase the tutorial in the store. It's $11.99. So if you're chomping at the bit to get your Christmas stuff, go check out last year's 12 Days of Christmas series. 6 of them are on the blog. They'll stay there for posterity's sake, but the other 6 were email exclusives only. So the only way to get them is in the PDF tutorial. It's $11.99 and a fantastic way to support the blog. That was my 12 Days of Christmas in my binder there from last year. So 2024, it's still a great way to jump in and start doing some holiday crafting right away if that's what you're in for. But our 12 Days of Christmas series will follow right after this Follow Me Through Fall series. All right, let me grab a calendar real quick so I can get the dates right and show you some sneak peeks. All right, we are currently in subscription period. Card Club for Cool People for the Gingerbread Man Card Club. All right, so you have until the 5th of October to subscribe. This content will be delivered on or about the 20th of October, and we mail at about the same date. We're currently processing September content, which was Charming Day, and that will be available just like Spooky Halloween in the store, PDF only, after Card Club members receive. Okay, so new Card Club subscriptions going on right now. Gingerbread Man, we've got 3 new designs, 6 new cards. You can get it PDF only, or you can get it with a packet to go. Check out our Card Club. The link is in the description below, and those are our cards for October. November, we're going to be featuring, just for a little heads up and sneak peek, we're going to be featuring, oh, and Card Club members, I will send you guys a link to add the gingerbread bundle soon. I have not done that yet. I'm sorry. I will be sending out that link because you can always add the bundle. But in November, we're going to do Stay Warm and Snowflake Kisses. So it won't be Christmas in November, but it will be warm and well. Winter is warmer when we're together. We're going to use all these cozy little socks, hats, sweaters. We're going to do sending warm hugs, all the kind of cards that you might want to send November through, up till Valentine's Day. All right. So we'll be doing Stay Warm in November. And let's talk about our Stamp and Stick card class, because we have on the 18th, which is a little bit less than a week from today, next Thursday at 2 p.m., we will have the Stamp and Stick card class, the Fluffy Squirrel Stamp and Stick card class. It's 3 cards, and the packets will go out into the store shortly. We just got the ribbon and the embellishments for these today, so the packets are nearly ready. They'll go into the store. Probably by Monday, you'll see them in the store for a Stamp and Stick card class. What is that one, number 8? Are we already on Stamp and Stick card class number 8? 7 or 8? I don't know. I don't remember either. we have the in color, and then the sweet, and then the joy, and then Piggy, and then Humble Home, and then Tractor. So this is 7. Okay, this should be Stamp and Stick card class number 7. This is on the 18th at 2 o'clock. So we do the class for free on Thursdays at 2 p.m., our Stamp and Stick card classes. So next Thursday, you can purchase a PDF for that and a packet for that, or either or, okay? And then October, what is it? October 2nd is our Peaceful Days Stamp and Stick card class. Don't worry, we'll have amazing alternatives for these. You should see the alternatives for the squirrels. But we'll have amazing alternatives for these. You don't have to use the bundle that I use. You don't have to use the stamp set that I use. You can use whatever you have on hand, and we will provide inspiration for that. Yeah, October 2nd is our Peaceful Days Stamp and Stick card class. All right, so that concludes the sneak peek and housekeeping section. And then let's get to crafting. What do you guys think? Let me check the comments. And this is our project if you're just joining us. I hope you enjoyed the sneak peeks. I've been busy crafting. I had so much fun. Our treat box today opens up just like this. Little treat bag inside. I can't wait to show you where I got my treat bag. You guys are going to laugh at me, but it's cool anyway. And so that's what we're going to craft today. And it's bonus content for our card club. All right, let's take a peek at some comments before we, let's see here. Nancy says, cute idea, stay warm in November, right? And those socks, I needed a stamp set of socks, and it's a right and a left sock and a right and a left mitten. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. It's been too much fun. It was one of the first things I inked up when I got my pre-order of holiday stuff. Yeah, I have more socks and sweaters and hats and mittens than I think I need, but they were fun to make. Karen says, cute box. Hey, thanks. I think you're going to like this one. Let's see here. I've seen your alternatives online. They're very cute. That's my friend Jan. She's sitting right here. She's doing the alternatives for me, and she's just so creative. I'm glad to have her on the team for that, because I think it really does help everybody see the versatility of the class and the packets too. The sweater stamp set is on my wish list. I don't know why, but it's calling to me. It was calling to me too, Deepa. Deepa adores the sneak peeks. I'm glad. I'm glad you like them. A little peek into what's in my mind right now, what I'm crafting. Let's see here. Teresa says, but who wouldn't want to use the squirrels? They're so cute, right? And if you're like me, the Nuts About Squirrels were one of my favorites too. And so if you have Nuts About Squirrels, you don't necessarily need to get the new Fluffy Squirrel bundle, but who wouldn't want to get the Fluffy Squirrel bundle? It's a punch bundle. I love it. All right, you guys, let's see here. Facebook, how are we doing, my friends? Denise says, cute, sneaking in here at work. We'll keep it down, Denise. We're glad to keep you company. Shh. Denise is at work, everybody. Let's see here. Sharon says, need another treat box. I have leftover candy, and if I don't get them into a box, I just can't be trusted. Sharon, you're among friends. I understand. And Joy says, can't wait for sneak peeks. You love the sneak peeks, huh? Okay, Donna shared. I appreciate you, Donna. Thank you very much. Let's do some crafting, you guys. Let's make this treat box. Carol says, wow, really cute. Thank you, Carol. I'm glad you're here. All right, you guys. So let me just pop over to this, and I'm going to do this. So today we're going to do our bonus. Let's do this. Let's start it like this. I was telling Elena that we're going to try to pull our videos out of the lives. So bear with me here while I start it out, okay? Hey guys, Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. Today I've got a really cute project for you. It's the bonus content for our card club for cool people. In August, we did the Spooky Halloween card class. The card class consisted of 3 designs. The packet made 6 cards, so 2 of each, and you can still grab this PDF in the Kitchen Table Stamper store. The link is in the description below. If you're a card club member and you get a to-go packet, our packets are just packed with products. So I like to do a bonus project that uses the materials that you'll have left over from the kit. So we're going to use our Halloween Designer Series paper and make this adorable box. We're going to use the leftover ribbon and holographic resin dots. The box holds a sweet little treat bag. I can't wait to show you where I got my treat bag. This is today's project. This is also day 3 in the Follow Me Through Fall series. So if you're following me through fall, don't forget to join up on the email list, because Follow Me Through Fall day 2 was an exclusive treat box tutorial. This is just for our email subscribers. So Marissa Alvarez, or I'm sorry, kitchentablestamper.com/email, and you can get this tutorial number 2 in the Follow Me Through Fall series. I love that we got a little easel box and the treat box, or the little easel notepad cover and a treat box. So it's like 2 tutorials in one. And then last week we did our flip flap back to school box. There's going to be 12 projects in all, and they're going to cover all different fall occasions. So if you are just joining us for the series, and go ahead and get subscribed to the email and don't miss a thing. All right, so today's project, we're going to start out with my fancy little treat box template here. I've got a piece of basic gray cardstock, and the template picture and all these instructions will be on the project sheet, the printable project sheet. Just buzz over to the blog in the description below and grab those free printable resources, okay? Let me see here. I've got so many cards. Hang on, guys. I got this. All right, so we've got basic gray 11 by 4, and we're gonna grab a Simply Score tool. It's a simple box. It starts out just a strip of cardstock and turns into this awesome flip top box. So really fun. I think you're gonna enjoy this one. We're gonna start on the 4-inch side of our cardstock, and we're gonna score both 4-inch sides at 1 inch. And I do like to do both 4-inch sides at 1 inch instead of going 1 and 3, because if this paper is 4 and 1/8 inches, or 4 and 1/16 inches, or 3 and 15/16 inches, then one side of your box, the one that you score after the 3-inch line, is going to be longer or wider or narrower than this side of your box. And you're going to get a little bit I don't know, like off kilter, little trapezoid shaped box. So I usually do both 4-inch sides at 1, or 4-inch sides at 1 inch, because then this is exactly 1 inch according to the scoring tool, and this is exactly 1 inch. So that's why I do that, not because I can't tell that 4 minus 1 is 3, you know where to score. It really does make a tighter, more even box, okay? And then we're gonna go to the 11-inch side, and we're gonna score at 3, 4, 8, and 9. All right, that is it. Simple strip, simple scoring. Let's get a bone folder and scissors and trim. Okay, there's a bone folder. All right, so we're going to work all these score lines. And then we're going to trim according to the template. And I'm going to, let's see here, pretty simple. The squares, so you've got the 1 inch at the top and bottom, you're on the long side, and the squares are glue tabs. So what we want to do is on all of these, we're going to go to the first score line and cut to the intersecting score line, and then cut a slight angle, which will make nice, neat corners when you bring them together to glue. So on the on the rectangle, the long rectangle piece, you're going to cut straight. And then on the square, you'll make an angle and remove the scored paper. All right, so that's pretty simple, right? We're going to do that on both sides of the box. All right. Flip and repeat. Now you'll notice that as I'm trimming these, one end is a smaller segment than the other end. That's going to be important. The smaller segment is your lid segment. And then the larger segment here is like the pocket segment. It's the box part. So you want to keep that straight as you're preparing to assemble here. All right, so let's take this away and get some tear and tape. And so how this is going to go is I'm going to put this small segment, this is the lid, and I'm putting it away from me. This is the pocket or like the box segment. And so it's going to come up. And what I want to do here is bring my seams to the back, but I want to sandwich this little tab so that there's nothing inside the box. So if we brought this all the way in, then it'd be inside the box, and it works kind of like a speed bump as you're putting treats in, right? So what we want to do is bring the large back segment in, lift up, our tabs go to the outside, and then our front flaps come around to the back and bring the seams to the back, and now there's no speed bump inside the box. Good? So let's go ahead and add some adhesive on the glue tabs on the inside. So this is the inside of our box. That's what we're looking at right now. And I like to do two little equal signs here. Gives you a nice secure stick. And let's get those off of the all right, and then while we're also looking at the inside of our box here, we're going to put a strip of adhesive on. I'm going to turn it back to our orientation so we keep everything straight. This is the longer segment. We're going to put some adhesive on this long segment, but I'm going to go the opposite way for my little equal signs like this. And I just find that this is the way that tear and tape best seals all the gaps. You know what I mean? You can use liquid glue here if you want to, but then you got to hold it while it grabs. And I'm not patient enough for that. I'd rather do my tear and tape. All right, let me remove these two on both sides. And then we'll assemble the bottom of our box. Okay, so again, now we're doing it, we did our dry run, now we're doing it with adhesive. Squeeze these guys in and lift up, and then square these corners. Here's our box, and then bring the front and then the seams to the back. So now you've sandwiched that little tab in there. It's a nice clean finish with the seams down the back. It's nice and secure because you've got your adhesive right along the edge. You set yourself up to have a good secure box. All right, now we need a quick bone folder because I want to burnish the adhesive here, and that's easiest done with a bone folder from the inside of the box. And now we're going to do a quick trim. Let me show you what we're going to do before I do it. We're going to just remove the corners and give a nice smooth angle here. I found this was the best time to do this because you can put back your flap, and then you can take your scissor and line up the blade right on the corner and aim for the opposite corner and remove. That's how I found it was neatest and easiest without any sort of geometry lesson or extra mathematics. And I'm right-handed, so now I'm turning the other side. I'm going to put my scissor against the corner here. I'm aiming my blade at the corner here, and I'm just going to cut. If you've got a longer blade scissor, you could probably whack this off in one swoop. Swoop. Okay, there it is. Lob it right off. Now we've got pocket of our box done. Let's do the lid. We're going to turn the box over, and we're going to do those same little equal signs of adhesive on our tab. And then we're going to bring it in and square the lid. Okay. There it is. Can you see it? Is it coming together? When I first looked at this box, this idea, I was like, how am I going to make a box out of that? And it took me a little bit to come around to it, to understanding. It took me putting together a couple of them too, before I was like, okay, yeah, this all makes sense to me now. So hopefully you guys are picking it up. And as usual, if you've got any questions about a project, you can always email me. All right, here is, it's about to right now go from a strip of cardstock to a hinged lid box. Just square up those corners, tuck in, and there, you did it. There it is. There's our little hinge top box. Now, you can put a little Velcro right there. Be good if you want to, but I am going to decorate a tag and then bring it down a little bit lower, but you can decorate this a little bit more simply if you wanted to with just some designer series paper and a Velcro right there. That's it. That's it. That's it. I hope you guys like that. I thought that was a really fun box. All right, now let's take and switch to our treat bag. I have this, right? Yes, and where did I get this? It's an embellishment bag from Stampin' Up! Embellishments. I don't know about you guys, but I tend to take my embellishments out of these, especially when I'm doing multiple packs for something, and then I keep them. And so this was those long strip. They were kind of opaque colors. The in colors, they were Starry Sky and Sweet Sorbet. And so it was one of the in color adhesive back dots, and I just kept the bag from it. Now, you don't need the adhesive on top, and you don't need quite as long a bag, right? So we're just gonna grab our paper trimmer, and we're going to lob a bit off the top. And what I'm gonna do here is, so the adhesive is a little like gray on the top there. So I'm going to take this down to say, I don't know what we did. I can't remember what I did. It's been too long, but I'm going to take it down to like 5 inches. And what that'll do is remove this is the adhesive end, this is the flap end, and it removes that adhesive. So now I've got a nice, clean, clear little treat bag. And the best part is it's entirely repurposed. So let's go ahead and fill that up with some treats. I got my Skinny Dip dark chocolate peanut butter cup and some little pumpkin erasers. I got these on the Amazons. This is my Amazon find for little pumpkins. So if you need classroom treats, something for everybody in the office, you want to put them at a table setting. I think this delights kids and adults alike, and who wouldn't want a little pumpkin in their pocket? And as for this, only 2 grams of sugar, dark chocolate. These are available in my Costco, but if you want to grab them on the Amazon so they can be delivered right to your door, I did put a link below. So we're going to add a little Skinny Dipped and a couple of pumpkins. So cute. And it's Friday. I'll probably be opening that later and eating it. See, they're not even safe from me in a treat box. I might go after it anyway. All right, so I'm going to take some of that Petunia Pop ribbon. This one's not available anymore, but you did get a full spool of this if you're a card club member. The iridescent Petunia Pop ribbon is still a current product. So either way, both look great. But I'm going to tie up this bag with some petunia pop ribbon, and I'm going to do like I did for Card Club. I'm going to just cut the length of my or the width of my ribbon, and I'm going to just keep going for a little bit because I'm going to put a bow on the outside and tie the bag with it. So I'm just going to strip this down to half the width. Now for tying inside the bag and for the box, you could use half of the width. It'll keep the bulk down when you're trying to close the box. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take half of this and just clean up all the stray threads. And then I'm going to tie my bag, make a little bow. I love this repurposed little treat bag. I hope that you like it too. Hold on to those little bags from your embellishments, from your dimensionals. I've done some cute projects with the bags from the dimensionals. They do come in handy. That's a great way to repurpose them. All right, I'm letting it get a little shaggy because that's what we did in Card Club. I wanted it to look a little bit like the wraps of a mummy, maybe, you know, a little frayed, which means I'm going to have to abuse it a little bit here. If this is too much for you, you want to keep it nice and tidy, that's okay too. You do your preference, but I'm going to rough it up a little bit here as I'm tying it up. Pulling a few more strings out of it, getting it a little crazy. Now, in Card Club, we doubled up our ribbon for some fun. We kind of shredded it a little bit and then added some very vanilla and black check ribbon. You got a spool of each ribbon in your Card Club packet. So if you wanted to, you could grab that vanilla ribbon, or vanilla and black check ribbon, and then tie a knot of that ribbon on here, and then it would really match your Card Club cards. But I just happen to have these little bat rings, you know, like iconic Halloween, right? And so what I'm going to do is they're open at the back so that they're adjustable. I'm going to just pop that little Halloween ring right around my tree bag. So now I've got the little bat and the bow on the top of my bag. But if you don't want to go find plastic rings, a little contrast ribbon like we did in Card Club. It's always fun ideas in Card Club, right? A little contrast ribbon on there would be pretty cute too. There is our treat bag. Let's put those guys aside for a minute. And we're going to put some designer series paper on our box and on our tag. My tag is one of the arches from, let me grab this die set here, Everyday Arches die set, and it is the third from the smallest one, which is about 1 5/8 by 2 7/8 if you're looking to substitute something. And designer series paper, there's a lot of them here, and the measurements will be on the free printable project sheet, which will be available later today. All right, let me show you what we've got here. We've got, that's our back, that's our front, that's our sides, then our lid. Okay, now here's the thing. This paper is directional. I know it seems like it's not, but it is. The bats kind of only fly in one direction. So bear with me because I really want to put them on the box in their proper direction. So let me just take a moment here to get them how they belong. All right. So designer series papers, you guys are, thank you. The 1 7/8 inch square, 7/8 by 1 7/8 for the top, 7/8 by 1 7/8 times 2 pieces for the sides. And this is a directional paper, so you see how I got that laid out. Then the back panel is 1 7/8 by 3 7/8. The front panel is 1 7/8 by 2 7/8. And the front side pieces are 7/8 by 2 7/8. Okay, so don't worry, it's all on the, it'll all be on the sheet for you. Let's get those adhered to our box. I've also got a little strip of the designer series paper, nice little contrast here. This one is 1/2 inch by, hold on, I didn't write that one down, so I'm gonna measure it. 2 inches? Nope, 1/2 by 1 7/8. All right, so we're gonna pop that right along the bottom of our tag. See, there's a method to my madness. When we glue that to the tag, then we can't lose it. Now, I'm gonna do the front of my box first and just pat these on as we go. All right, so we've got every surface of this box covered with designer series paper. Of course, you don't have to do that. You could do front, back, and then the front of the lid, and that's okay. So you can, if you're making a bunch of these, you could definitely do, leave off the sides and the top. I was kind of on a roll. You could do just the lid so that it looks like it has a patterned lid and leave the box cardstock, depending on your design and how many pieces you want to make for each one. If you're making one of these for everybody in a group, maybe you don't want to do quite this many designer series paper pieces, and that's okay, but they're all figured out for you, and you can really do it up if you want. This is, of course, is my favorite pattern in that spooky Halloween designer series paper. And of course, my favorite patterns are back to back. I think Stampin' Up! Is pretty notorious for that. And last guy. And there it is. Didn't it just come to life though with all those patterns? I love it. I love it. All right, now we got to turn our attention to our tag so that we can finish the closing of our box. So we've got our little arch here. Let me show you a little bit of die cutting I did ahead of time. I got a few things here, basic black. I got a fence. And then this is just a little tag reinforcer. It's a little rectangle piece and then a bat. So those are from Basic Black. The bat and the fence are from the Spooky Halloween bundle, right? And then the little tag reinforcer, you might have this one still in your collection. I did a lot of fun with this. That's the little reinforcer, and it's in the Merriest Trees dies. So this was just retired pretty recently, but it's the Merriest Trees dies. You can fold a little strip of black cardstock there if you don't have the Merriest Trees. So you'd take a little 1/2 inch by, 1 1 1/4, score it, fold it, and then punch. And you could kind of replicate that if you wanted to. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive, liquid adhesive here on both sides, and then I'm going to pop this right on top and turn this arch into a tag. And then if you've got the hole punch set from Stampin' Up, you can use that right here to punch a hole in there. Or you can use a 1/4 inch, like a standard office supply size hole punch. And I've got my handy dandy 1/8 inch circle punch here. So I'm going to use that one and just punch. Now it's a tag. Got a fence and it's too long, so let's grab our scissors and trim it down. We're going to trim it down from 5 fence posts to 4. And then I'm going to grab my little squeezy bottle for this and my silicone sheet so I don't make a mess. Oh, I was cleaning all the glue off of here the other day. Oh, what a mess I made. The silicone sheet. And then just a little bit of glue. The fence is a little bit wider than the tag, so go easy on the glue, especially on the right and left ends. We can pop that right on. Looking pretty good. We've got our tag. Now I'm gonna adhere the tag to the box, so with dimensionals, and then we're gonna put some Velcro and make this a little closer for our box. Hold on to your bat, don't lose your bat. And let me grab my Velcros. I've got 3/8 inch Velcros. Hang on. Will you? Yes. Joyce says she's gonna find them. I'm gonna get some dimensionals. You can use the white ones or the black ones here because you're putting a white tag on a dark box. Whatever you got is good. I've got some big ones I want to use up here. So what you'll want to do is put one right below the loop on your tag. And then, this is why I got my white ones here. You're going to take a strip, thank you, take a strip of the edge. Make sure it's not wider than your tag. And then you're going to put that all the way down to the bottom edge of your box. Don't go past the bottom edge, you'll glue your box closed here. But what that does is it gives you support top and all the way as low as you can for your tag. And then place your tag. And there you've got your tags on your box. Then we're going to get one of these little Velcro closures. I use the little 3/8 inch Velcro dots. I get these on the Amazon. It's another one of those links where sometimes they have the bulk pack that I buy and sometimes they don't, but it's a really good price for these. So I will probably pop a link in there later, but sometimes they have them and sometimes they don't. The other thing I do is when I'm putting Velcro, I like to put the clear, so when the box lid opens, your eyes don't really follow the lid, but this designer series paper is pretty here, so we're going to keep it that way by putting the clear side on the box. And then our tag is white, so the white side on the tag is good camouflage. All right, so check your pair, and you want the white fuzzy side, remove the liner, and then just kind of pop that centered on your tag, and then remove the liner on the sticky, or to expose the sticky on the clear side. Close your box and burnish. And then I like to, the first time I separate the Velcro, I like to take your pick tool there and then burnish. Now I've got the fuzzy end here and the crunchy end here. And there's our treat box. Pretty good, huh? All that's left now is decorating, right? So we've got our bat already. I'm going to show you this from Basic White. Now this is one of those oblong tags from the More Messages dies. You can use a little strip here that's, about 3/8 of an inch scrap of Basic White if you want to. And that's a good way to use up scraps and one less die cutting if you're making a lot of them. For the moon, this is one of my favorite Halloween tricks. I have crushed curry cardstock and a really big mess. Hang on. All right. That's easier on the eyes, isn't it? All right. This guy right here, 1 3/4 inch circle punch. You can use whatever size fits. Sometimes you might want a bigger moon or a smaller moon. There's your full moon. Hold on to that one. slide, and punch again, and there's your crescent moon. So we got a crescent moon from Crushed Curry cardstock, and a little basic white for stamping our dog. Let's get some Memento ink, Stampin' Pierce matte, and my little doggy. I love the Franken doggy. I think I've said it every time I used it. He is totally what sold me on the set. Maybe because we are recent dog owners. I don't know. Maybe I got a new eye for doggies. But there he is, Franken doggy. We're going to, oh, well, let's do our grading really quick. That'll give him a second to dry. So the sentiment is, don't worry, eat sweets. And I'm going to take a little bit of, you can use a washi tape, you can use a Post-it note, you can use mint tape, you can use cellophane tape, you know, like a Scotch tape, whatever. We're going to mask the word eat, right? Now when we ink the word sweets, that's all we'll get is sweets. Remove the tape. And now you don't have to worry about any of the other words. You're going to stamp sweets on the tag to the right, but not all the way. And now we have a sweets tag. And you could technically make two little tags out of this same die cut. One crank through the machine, two tags if you're making more than one. Keep that in mind. You could cut it in half first and then make two tags out of it. So there's sweets. I'll show you how we're going to trim that down after it dries. Let's color. Got lemon lime twist, petunia pop, pumpkin pie, light smoky slate, and light basic black. And for this little guy, I'm going to do a dot of basic black for the pegs in his neck. I'm going to color all the doggy with light smoky slate. But because we've got such a big area here, I'm going to use the brush and then switch quickly to keep in the lines, but to fill a little faster. I don't usually use the brush unless I have a really big area to fill, because I'm not very good at staying in the lines with it. I love the bullet point, but it takes a little longer to fill such a big area with the bullet point. Just color him. Don't forget his legs or his hands. There he is. I didn't do any shading on him. I just let him dry nice and light. I will do a little bit of shading on his clothes and his candy to give him a little dimension, but he doesn't need a lot. He's pretty cute. This is light lemon lime twist. Just get a good fill. Then I'll take the dark and I'll do on his shoulders, like where his head would cast a shadow. And then down the sides of the shirt, kind of come in along the edge. And then very little blending to bring the light and dark together. That's it, just a little bit. And then his shorts I'm going to do the same way, but with petunia pop. Now he's starting to come together with those classic Halloween colors, don't you think? Halloween, the only day you can wear a lemon lime twist shirt with petunia pop pants and get away with it. There he is. And don't forget the pumpkin pie socks. Now there's a Halloween outfit. And I'm going to do the candy light pumpkin pie, and then I'm going to very carefully with a light hand just draw the swirl. And around that, just that's it. I'm not even going to blend that, let it have a little contrast. And then we'll die cut him. I've got my Franken Doggy die. It's a great die set, by the way. If you haven't picked that one up, it'll be good for your Halloween collection. The bats, we did those. The haunted house. I love this fold over tab with the bat, pop-up bat. Let me show you that one really quick since I have one already cut out. If you don't have this die set, think about it, even if you don't love the stamps. So that tab cuts the ticket corner rectangle. There's a little score line. When you fold on the score line, the bat pops up. Have you seen that? I love that. It's one of my favorite things about this die set. All right, let's set that aside and grab a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Get our doggy cut out. Oh, can you tell what I was working on last? Look at that. Oh, that's so cute. That's a little letter. It's one of my favorite little things. That we're going to be using those on the Peaceful Days Stampin' Stick. All right. Get him cut out. Give a crank. There he is. Pretty cute, huh? All right, slide this aside. And let's bring our box back in and finish up our decorations. I'm going to put some dimensionals on him, but I'm staying away from like his left hand and his ear there because it's going to go off the tag a little bit. So just keep your dimensionals on that side in just a little bit. And then we can pop him up on the tag. Oh, he's so cute. The whole box comes together as soon as we pop him on. He's definitely the star of the show. Such a cutie. All right, then our moon, our tag, and our bat. I'm gonna grab my paper trimmer again because I like to fool myself that I could trim that off straight and then it's crooked, and then I try to fix the crooked, and then the tag just gets shorter and shorter and shorter until I ruin it, and we call that giving Barbie a haircut. So to avoid giving Barbie a haircut and making her end up bald, I just grab my paper trimmer, cut it off right by the sweets, and then you can use that 1/8 inch circle punch. And now we've got the cutest little tag, but we're not done yet. We're gonna do the same thing with the moon. We're gonna turn it into a tag. Now we've got 2 tags. We're gonna grab our little skinny point glue bottle and add a tiny bit of glue right around sweets. Pop that, line up those holes. And now you've got a little tag. Got my little flossers over here. Guys, these are a lifesaver. I'm gonna grab one of these. They are just to get dental floss. My husband always used them to get floss around his retainer. There's a link to them on Amazon. I didn't know how to search them, so it took me the longest time to find them. And then Jan actually sent me some, and somebody else sent me some. Maybe Marla? I don't know. I was telling everybody, I don't know what they're called. I can't find them. And then I got a few in the mail and a few from friends, and they are a lifesaver. But they're called Easy Through Floss Threaders, and I I don't know what I was searching, but I was searching something that wasn't bringing me to floss threaders. All right, so I'm going to take the other half of my ribbon now, make sure that I clear all the strings away. I'm going to make a bow. You can make a double bow for the outside if you want to. Yeah, maybe we will, because we have the double bow on all the cards, right? So let me get a little bit more ribbon here. Just a little bit. I was going to do the single, but I can't. I can't do the single. Gotta do the double bow so it matches the cards. How much do I think I'm going to need? Is that going to be enough to get a little bow? I need a little bit more, I think. I think I'm going to have too much, but I'd rather have too much than come up short and have to do it again. So I'm going to split that and then get all this out of here. All right, so this one's easy. We're just going to tie a bow. I want a double bow, so I folded it. Okay. And then you can rough it up as much or as little as you want, like we did in Card Club. Make it look like grubby old mummy wraps, or keep it nice and tidy. You do you. But there's our bow. Pull the tails, fluff the loops, trim any strings if you want to, or pull it until there's a lot of strings. That's up to you. Trim the tails. Cutie. All right, then glue dot for the bow. Look, I'm almost done with the glue dots. Is this the last one? Oh no, not quite the last one yet. I'm trying. I'm gonna pop the bow on the tag. Grab the floss threader and some linen thread, which I've buried good at this point. It's not a video if I don't say what a mess I've made, and I have made quite the mess. I'm going to take some linen thread, put the tail of the linen thread through the flosser, okay, then put the lead through the tag, then, now your tag's just hanging there, put the lead through the tag on the box, pull. Now your linen thread is through the tag on the box, and then you can just, here's a dexterity tip. You guys, if you take your dimensional now, little mini dimensional, pop it on the box, pop the tag where you want it to sit, about like that. Now you don't have things flopping around, and you can just pull this a little less. You don't need a lot. And trim off the spool. And here you're just going to tie a thread knot. So you're going to loop it around your finger, tuck the tails through the loop, and pull. See, so you got a little thread knot there. Trim off the excess. Now the moon looks like it's tied on, right? Got my little bat, and I folded up his wings. Bing, bing. And we're going to put, oh, one more glue dot left. Thought for sure we'd use them up. Put that on the tag. Pretty good, huh? One last thing. Card Club for Cool People, you guys got some of the holographic resin dots. I love these. You can, of course, use those foam stars. Those are awesome too. But I think that these look kind of eerie, like glow in the dark. So let's grab a couple of those and finish up. I'm going to take a big one and a medium one. Add a little eerie shine. Ghostly, don't you think? That's it, you guys. That is our flip top treat box and matching bag. All right, if you've got any questions about the project, you can email marissa@kitchentablestamper.com. To shop Stampin' Up! Or join 24/7, you can buzz over to marissalvarez.stampinup.net. All right, you guys, that's our project for today. I hope you love it. Margot says, I still do the Barbie haircuts. I used to make my Barbies bald when I was a kid. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. And she'd be a little long on the right, so I'd cut a little off, and then she'd be a little long on the left because it got too much off the right, so I'd cut some more off the left, and then the right, and then the left, and then Barbie would be bald. Tony says, absolutely adorable. Thank you. Peggy says, really cute boxer, so creative. Hey, thank you. I really love this one. I thought it was kind of a fun surprise. And then, what do you guys think of reusing your little treat bag for the inside? Is that not great? Save those bags from the dimensionals and from your embellishments and stuff, because they really do come in very handy. I love the little bat for the, do you guys like the little bat for the topper too? So it's like 3 treats in one. There's the candies, and then there's the erasers, and then a little bat ring. I don't know. I think everybody needs a bat ring. All right, and there it is. Sweets, treats. I love it. I hope you guys love it. Thanks for spending some time with me. Belinda says, sure do love it. Diva says, I have the biggest pile of bags. You've been saving them? Here's your sign to use them up. Colleen says, love it. Can't wait for Fluffy Squirrel. Oh, I'm so glad you're excited about Fluffy Squirrel. Fluffy Squirrel class packets will be in the store probably Monday. We're cutting ribbon and embellishments and working on paper sampler all at the same time. Kathy says, I just love the Franken pup. He's so cute, isn't he? He's a good way to add a lot of character and a lot of color. You can use all of the die cuts from the paper pack too. So my card club members got half a pack of cardstock, or I mean designer series paper, and the cutouts that go with it too. So this is a good place to pop some of those little cutouts onto a quick box too. And you could definitely simplify it by just adding a tag and a cutout. A little less designer series paper if you need to make a lot of them, right? So the spooky Halloween makes it fun to really express yourself creativity wise. Like get in there with your blends and color, add lots of fun papers onto your project, or with those pop out die cuts, you can just simplify and make them fast. Let's see here. Kathy says, your creativity never ceases to amaze me. Well, thank you, my friend. Let's see. Let's take a look at some of these comments. Hi, Karen. Karen says, I tried to order those pencil sticky pads. I don't think they're available. Not right now. I hope they come back, but that design isn't. There is crayons in the linked and the post, and on the link on the live that are a little bit smaller, kind of tropical colors, really cute crayons, a little bit smaller, so they'd fit in the same size box. And there's, if you look at the selections, like the varieties, in the second link on there, there's 3 crayons in a row that are pretty cute too. So I did put a couple other selections that were cute and a size, and they're actually the size that it says on the posting, which is usually the case. But if they're actually the size in the posting, there's 2 more options in the description of the live video or on the blog that you can try. Somebody else, was it Tony maybe? I'll have to go and look on the craft social. I think it was Tony that told me she found a variety pack of different school theme sticky notes that were really cute and the right size too. So check out the craft social. I think it was Tony. Tony, was that you? Did you tell me you found some that were all different school themes that would fit? Somebody told me that they found one that was like backpack and all kinds of different school themes, right size for it. If that was you, pipe up, whoever it was. Nancy says, not a fan of squirrels. They're always taunting my dog. Oh, Nancy. So I went outside to make sure that the chickens had water, because I was standing on the stairs and looking out, and there was a waterer on the garden wall. And I was like, it's too hot for those chickens not to have water. I'm like, did Gideon forget halfway through his job to put the water in the run? And so I run out and the dog runs with me. I go to the chicken run and there's water in there. So he did not forget halfway. The chickens were good. But as I'm watching, this dog, my dog, is chasing a squirrel, jumps up, looks at me, because he's about to jump over the fence into the neighbor's yard. And I tell him very sternly, no, Banjo, no. And he goes the other way. I'm like, okay, great. No, did he listen to me? No, the squirrels were taunting him. He was getting a bigger head start. He ran his butt off, jumped over the 4-foot fence into the neighbor's yard, chasing the squirrel into a ton of buckthorn that's growing on the other side of the neighbor's property. Finally, I had to lure him back with a stick. And he looks at me like, give me the stick. And I said, no, I'm not going to give you the stick. You're in the neighbor's yard. And he's like, come on, give me the stick. You can just tell his eyes were like, just give it to me. Just hand it over. I said, no way, you come back here. And I started to walk away with the stick. He gets a big running start, jumps straight over the 4-foot fence and comes back in the yard for the stick. The squirrels are a bad influence on dogs, Nancy. They're a bad influence. But they make cute cards. I just won't send any to Banjo. Oh, goodness. Lori says, hi, just joining. Do you know what set you're using for Card Club? Yes, and I did a sneak peek too, Lori. You want to see again? I don't know if you're still here, Lori. If you're still here, we're using Gingerbread Man, and this is a sneak peek of our October Card Club. Okay, I got to switch my view so I can see what I'm doing. We are doing Gingerbread Man, and here it is. And as usual, Jan's here. She'll vouch for herself. She'll be doing some fun alternatives. If you don't love the Gingerbread Man, we'll have some fun alternatives for you. The layouts in these cards and the colors and the materials, there's some great options for you that we'll do some alternatives like we usually do. In fact, I really want to do an alternative set that I have in mind. So we'll see about that. But Gingerbread Man, and then after that, where is my stamp set here? And then after that for November, we're going to do Stay Warm combined up with Snowflake Kisses. So we'll be doing sweaters and socks and mittens and hats, and then cards that say things like be warm and well, winter is warmer when we're together, sending warm hugs. So we'll have November cards that you can make and send all through winter, straight up to Valentine's Day, okay? So that's the next 2 card clubs, October and November. Good question. Anything else that I missed here? Let's see. I think we're doing pretty good. If you've got any questions about anything, just reach out to me and send me an email or post here. I'm just going to scan the comments really quick. You guys like the box. I love it. Deepa says she loves the way it opens, right? A little surprising, a little cute. Let's see here. Jan says that's winning, using all the supplies you can. Hey, Jan, am I a sick person because all I can think about right now is how am I going to use that last glue dot instead of put it away? That's winning, right? Oh, man. Fran says, free bags equals more money for stamps. Here, here. I've got them nice and organized, and they do come in handy. And Fran likes the idea of cutting the ribbon. See, here's the thing. When you buy the Stampin' Up! Ribbon, like you get the wide one, you know, you buy the ribbon, and then when you cut it in half, it's like buy the wide one, get the narrow one for free. You know what I mean? Are you picking up my stamper math there? Picking up what I'm putting down? Oh, you guys, I love Fridays with you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Kathy says, I just love the Gingerbread Man cards. Oh, I'm glad you like them, my friend. They have been so much fun to make. And you should see the thank you card. Okay, card club for cool people. Wait till you see how cute your thank you card is. I always put, okay, so card club for September is Charming Day, and it's beautiful and it's vintage and it's gorgeous. But then the thank you card that I'm going to include is going to sneak peek the next month. I always try to do that, even with like my Stamp and Stick class packets. I try to preview, like sneak peek what's coming next in a new design, right? So it's an original design with a Frances girl math. I got that mid-sentence. Like now I'm like, oh, so good. Fran, you are my people. So I try to always sneak peek what's coming next in the thank you card. Wait till you guys see your thank you card. I'm not going to show that design because that's, it's a spoiler then. But yeah, it's a good set to play with. I've been having a lot of fun. Let's see here. Jen loves this project. Thank you, Jen. Let's see who's on Facebook before. Cinda says, almost missed you. Cinda, we're almost done, but don't worry, there'll be a replay immediately. We're going to work on a recorded video for the project. We'll see how that goes. That may or may not go. I'm still learning how to use my technology to try to kill two birds with one stone, because I am trying to grab a clean recording out of the live so I don't have to do it twice. If I don't have to do this twice, then I can move on to this next. See, I can do more design if I don't have to record the same projects twice. All right, so next week, Tuesday, you don't want to miss our Follow Me Through Fall number 4. It's a double dose card and matching treat box, a treat box and matching card tutorial that goes out only to email subscribers. So it is an exclusive only for our subscribers. And then, so that's Tuesday. Get on the email list. You can go to kitchentablestamper.com/email. Any page you can join the email list. Just put in your name and email address, and you will not be sorry, because after Follow Me Through Fall will be our 12 Days of Christmas series, which will be the same way. One project live, one project for email only, one project live. So you get the idea. Don't miss out on the emails. Next week, Follow Me Through Fall number 4 on Tuesday. On Thursday at 2 p.m., we'll be doing the Fluffy Squirrel class. You guys need to see how cute the alternatives are. And besides the alternatives that I show for Stamp and Stick, Jan shares more alternatives on the Craft Social. So get over there. What's keeping you? Come join our group. That's Thursday on the Craft Social. And then Follow Me Through Fall number 5 will be live on the 19th. Same bat channels, same bat time. All right, you guys, I am going to go see if I got a good recording out of this video and get the blog post done. If you got any questions, reach out. Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com is my email. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for joining me.